Yeah, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another zahier reaction video. And today we reacted to damn, mom calls her feral kids garbage disposals with legs. So basically, we got another situation where parents are fucked up to their kids. Y'all be requesting me to watch these videos, so I'm here to deliver what I promised. You get what I'm saying? I already did my fair share of meditation and prayer before I'm doing this video. So, hey, I'm making it a thing to react to these. So I guess I gotta get used to watching them, even though I can't really. I'll be lying if I say I feel comfortable watching these, because just the fact that a parent could do that to their kids. It's a whole channel with different stories of different parents doing weird shit to their kids that. It's like, fuck, like, how we not gonna give these kids a chance to live life? You get me? Like, all these kids, all these different stories, death by lice, sociopathic mom flattens daughter's face. Like, this shit is I'm sorry, that's my daughter in the background, y'all, but yeah, it's ridiculous to me. It's real ridiculous. And son, but I saw a comment the other day for somebody that watched one of my videos. She said that some parents, they grow up in trauma. They grow up, they get older, and they have kids, and they put off the same trauma that they went through to their kids. But I can understand that. But when you have kids, when you realize you had kids, you should want better for your kids than you went through. Like, just because I came up very hard. I came up in the ghetto. I came up in the trenches, but I damn sure wouldn't want my daughter to go through the same experience that I went through growing up, because it wasn't pretty and it wasn't fun. So why would I want my kid to go through the same thing I went through? You got to think about shit like that. You get what I'm saying? So that's where I'm coming from with it. But with all that being said, we're gonna get right into this video. But before we do, don't forget to leave this video a like, comment, and subscribe. And also go show love to all the channels that I'm gonna be in the description box down below. Those same channels are gonna be on my featured channels as well. So go show love, man, because it does not cost a single thing to show love. And with all that being said, we're gonna get right into this video. So without further ado, let's get to it. Cue the intro.
Found living in filth with dozens of animals and barely any food.
On April 23, 2023, at approximately 1:30 p.m., officers Winfelder and Rosenfeld of the Penridge Regional Police Department responded to the Greentot Manufactured Home Community located at 675 Roseanne Lane in Sellersville, Pennsylvania. According to official documents, a complaint had been called in regarding two juveniles entering an abandoned trailer and removing items from it. Upon their arrival, they found a 12-year-old girl in the front yard of 655 Roseanne Lane, which was directly next door to the aforementioned abandoned trailer. As the children in the story were never named, we're going to refer to them by the codes that they were given by police and official documents. They consist of the letters JV to signify that they are indeed a juvenile, and a corresponding number to indicate the order of birth. The girl, known as JV3, was barefoot and wearing a sweatshirt with the hood pulled up over her head. She told the officers that she had social anxiety, explained that her parents told them not to go over to the abandoned trailer, and tried to take full responsibility for her actions. She went on to tell the officers that she was only sneaking in to take a blanket to keep her rats warm because her family didn't have much money left.
I never understood how people got pet rats.
A 14-year-old girl known as JV2 appeared from behind the abandoned neighboring trailer. She was wearing large work boots that were far too big for her feet, and had on clothing that appeared to be dirty. The officers contacted the girl's parents, 47-year-old Shane and 37-year-old Crystal Robertson, who arrived home within a half an hour. While waiting for their parents, JV2 and JV3 admitted to entering the derelict trailer several times, and again, stressed they didn't have very much money.
Based on the appearance of both girls, officers requested to see the family's living arrangements. Upon entry to their trailer, Crystal told the officers they were going through so much food that she had to put a lock on the refrigerator. She claimed her children were stealing everything from her, as if your own children can actually steal food from you.
Children were stealing food?
She then went on to refer to her children as, and this is a direct quote, garbage disposals with legs. Crystal wasn't lying, at least about the lock. There was indeed...
Oh, yeah. At that point, if she said that shit to the police, they should already know, okay, you're not mentally fit to have these kids. Something ain't right here. Because you just called your kids garbage disposals with legs. So that lets me know that you don't care if they live or not. So if you don't care if they live or not, we're going to just remove these children from these premises because you're fucked up. You're clearly fucked up. That's just how I would have took it as, because ain't no parent should regard their children in that way. Plus, you have to feed them. They're young. They're growing bodies. They need sustenance. They need protein. You can't just neglect your kids and not feed them. That's literally against the law. And morally, that's wrong as hell. How would you feel if your parent... Look, I don't know Shorty's story. I don't really care about her story right now. I care about the kids and that they're not eating. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, like I said, excuse my daughter. She's having a blast right now, playing, watching her show. So let's get back.
There was indeed a bike lock holding the refrigerator door shut. As the officers needed to see inside the fridge, Shane went off to his vehicle to retrieve Crystal's purse, which was where the key to the lock was located. The lock was removed, very little food was found inside. Shane then called out to his 16-year-old daughter known as JV1, who emerged from her bedroom at her father's request. The girl appeared unkempt, and Shane claimed that this was the last daughter that he had. But that, in fact, was a lie. Shane and Crystal Robertson had 7 children in total that were crammed inside their filthy trailer.
Damn.
Before long, workers with the Bucks County Children and Youth Social Services Agency responded to address concerns of the officers.
Why would you have that many kids and you know you can't take care of them?
1 minute. Please stay with us for the following ad. It not only supports the show, but it helps us support local charities in our area.
This week's episode has been brought to you by Love and Pies, a free-to-play merge-to mobile game.
I just don't understand. Why would you have kids if you can't take care of them? That makes no sense. Oh yeah, and if y'all don't want to
all conveniently on your mobile
sit through all this, just skip it.
We all crave a moment to disconnect from our daily routines and escape the stresses of life. Love and Pies allows me to fully unplug and immerse myself in a world where I know I'm going to have a blast. Love and Pies revolves around the fascinating story of taking over your mom's burned-down cafe, where you aim to build a thriving business.
This is like some
But that's
Cafe
not all.
World shit.
There's
My
also a
mom used to
mystery
play
to
this shit
unravel
back in the
surrounding
day.
your mom's disappearance, along with a daily chaos of small-town gossip and unexpected romance. One of my favorite aspects of Love and Pies is watching my cafe transform from burnt-down rubble to a thriving business. The best part? I get to customize it exactly how I want. Want to get in on the fun and hear all the
they said it was for the children, so that's why we speaking through it. You feel me? They said it for a donation.
And come join me on this wild adventure. A big thanks to Love and Pies for sponsoring this video. Now, back to the episode.
Yes,
Responding officers returned to the Robertson home around 5 p.m. that same day after social workers discovered the additional 4 children hiding in the rear bedroom of the trailer. When the officers questioned Shane as to why he hadn't been truthful about his 6 daughters and 1 son, he claimed that he didn't want to get into any trouble. However, trouble was exactly what Shane and Crystal Robertson were in.
Hidden inside of the trailer were a 10, an 8, and a 4-year-old girl, as well as a 6-year-old boy. They were known as JV4, JV5, JV6, and JV7. As they were all in pretty rough shape, they were taken to Grandview Hospital to be evaluated. According to the responding officers, all of these children, except for JV2, were clinically malnourished, and many of them were sick. JV6 had a dangerous abscess in his mouth and 13 visible cavities, which required 5 extractions and 5 crowns.
That could have been their favorite one? I don't know.
There was some significant dental health issues and also some issues with some eye care, and malnourishment.
According to officers, the only notable
no
food
children should
located
be
in the homes were
malnourished,
the animals, which we will get to a bit later. JV5 and 7 tested positive for a virus. JV1 and JV7 had low kidney function. JV2, JV3, and JV5 had fevers and were diagnosed with acute viral syndrome. JV1, JV2, JV3, and JV5 were deemed to have poor eyesight and in need of glasses, and JV3 had maggots in her hair. It was learned during the summer of 2023, JV3 suffered a sunburn to her scalp and neck and could not brush her hair due to the pain.
What the
She eventually
fuck?
could not brush or wash her hair and it became matted. Upon discovery of the maggots, JB3 had most of the hair shaved from her head since the damage and infestation was so dire. Another child had to have most of her hair shaved off due to it being matted as well. JB7 was ultimately diagnosed with ringworm. It was later found that none of the 7 children had any formal education.
They didn't even go to school because they knew.
Some of the children did not even know.
Because they fucking knew if they went to school in that shape that they were in, they would have been, the cops would have been on their asses. So they kept the kids in that trailer and kept them away from the public because they didn't want to deal with the law. But my thing is, if you have 7 kids, what the fuck do you need to have 7 kids for if you know you can't take care of them properly? That makes no sense to have children. If you can't take care of them, if y'all are financially not able to take care of children, what the fuck would possess you to have 7 of them? That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. So they damn sure deserve jail time. Above jail time. They need fuck psychiatric care. They need to be just put behind bars. Bruh, I feel bad for those kids. They probably, even if they go into different households and they actually get to eat and go to school, they're probably just, that time in that trailer is never going to leave them. It's going to always follow them wherever they go. Probably fucking traumatize them while they just sit in a jail cell and shit. Just, man, fuck these people, man. Fuck these people.
Know their own birth dates. 4 of the children suffered from speech impediments. All of the children struggled with reading, writing, and spelling.
Because they wasn't going to school.
Social anxiety and disclosed they did not like being in public or around other people. Essentially, Shane and Crystal kept 7 feral children as prisoners. Thankfully, all 7 of them were placed into foster care. It's been reported that during their first week in foster care, the younger children gained 2 pounds each.
According to official documents, Shane and Crystal's bedroom had a bed in the middle of the room with several animal cages surrounding it. The sheets on the bed appear to not have been washed in several months. The floor was littered with garbage. I'm sure it smelled wonderful. Apparently, the place was infested with bugs as well. No surprise here. The back bedroom adjacent to Shane and Crystal's bedroom was blocked off with a broken washing machine. This room did not have a door and was cluttered with dirty clothing and garbage all over the floor. The trailer home was in such a dilapidated state that Crystal fell through the floor in the front of her bedroom a few months prior. In fact, the floors were all bare plywood that would sink down in certain areas so far that you could see the dirt below the trailer.
Wow.
In addition, the walls were essentially disintegrating. The third bedroom had feces on the floor in front of the entrance. A filthy mattress lay in the center of the room with a dirty blanket on it. The responding officer found feces on the blanket while photographing the room. In addition, the room also housed approximately 24 rats that were located in 2 different cages. They also found 2 dogs, 2 turtles, 2 rabbits, snakes, toads, and a tegu in other parts of the home.
Oh,
if you
so
don't
you
know what a
just got
tegu is, we'll have
y'all
one
having
on
a
screen
party
for
in
you
that
now.
fucked up ass trailer.
In addition, police claim that there were no cleaning products in the trailer, which included self-care items. According to official documents, the bathroom did not have soap, toothpaste, or any other hygienic products for the occupants of the home.
So I could just imagine that
shit. The cabinets were in very bad shape, and the oven appeared as if it had never been cleaned. At this point in our story, none of this surprises me anymore.
Shane and Crystal Robertson were arrested and charged with 1 count of second-degree endangering the welfare of a child in connection with the maltreatment of JB7, as she was under the age of 6. And 6 counts of third-degree endangering the welfare of a child for the rest of their children. These charges are all felonies. It is unclear what happened to the family pets, as the Robertsons were not charged with any animal cruelty.
Man, I'm not gonna say fuck the pets, because I know some of y'all rock with y'all animals, but I'm worried about the kids right now.
They posted their $10,000 bail.
$10,000?
They really did have some money after all. Their preliminary hearings were scheduled for May 29th, 2023, but were pushed back to August 7th. As this case is
$10,000. If they was able to post that bail, where the fuck was the $10,000 for your kids? In the upkeep of your house, if they was able to pay that bond. If not, then okay, they were broke. But if they was, where the fuck did y'all get that money from? Who did y'all get that money from? Because that's crazy. That is fucking insane. That
still
is
developing.
insane,
We'll keep
bro.
an eye out for updates as they become available. We quite literally just covered the case of Katie Cock and Joel Mankey and thought that case was horrible enough.
Who are they?
To find two in the same time period that are so similar is absolutely horrible. In the
A lot of
previous
shit
case, concerned
parents.
citizens were quick to act when they sensed a problem, and thankfully, a handful of neighbors were quick to act with the Robertson children as well. But who knows how this must have been going on for?
The police are thankful a concerned neighbor who saw one of these children called 911.
Mother of four, Tammy DeHaven, became concerned after she saw a neighbor's child who appeared malnourished and going into an abandoned trailer last month here in Sellersville, so she called police.
I
No, it's
figured
another
the
story,
trailer
these
park couldn't do
motherfuckers.
anything about it, so I
Or
figured
some
I'd
other
call
motherfuckers.
the police and see if they could come in and do something.
There's something you could tell those parents. What would you say to them?
How could you do that to a child? I hope they're taken
Same
care
question
of.
I'm asking.
So,
How you can look at your own kid in the face while they hungry, they starving?
It's horrible. I don't understand how parents could do that with their children.
Damn
So what do you
demons.
think should happen in this case?
That's what they are,
If
they're
this is
demons.
truly a case of poverty, then how were Shane and Crystal able to post bail and afford all of these exotic animals? Let us know your thoughts in the comments
That's
section
what I'm
down
saying. How? Where did y'all get $10,000 from? $10,000 could go a long way and would have had them kids fed. You could have had them in school. You had $10,000. You had $10,000 to post bail, but you don't got $10,000 to take care of your kids and all these exotic fucking animals you got all scattered throughout that fucking trailer. That don't sound right. That don't sound right. So that's why my reasoning for their bullshit sticks. They are demons. Something is mentally, morally wrong with these people. And anybody else that'll do some crazy shit like that to their kids. And they deserve jail with no bail. That's my opinion. But y'all let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this and where you think they could have got the $10,000 from. Alright, y'all, that's the end of that video. This was Mom Calls Her Feral Kids Garbage Disposals with Legs. Garbage disposal with legs. These two pieces of shit deserve the worst. For having their kids live in that kind of circumstance is ridiculous, and it shouldn't have happened. No kids have to grow up like that. You had $10,000 to post bail and get out of jail, but you don't have $10,000 to feed and clothe your children and have them living in a fucked up ass trailer. You deserve the worst, lady. And him, both of them. They both deserve the worst. I would never have my kid living in a fucked up trailer with no clothes, no food, no education, because you're hiding them from the world. You're not letting them go to public school. So they knew what they was doing. That's really the gist of what I'm trying to say. They knew what they was doing, and I hope the judge don't take it easy on them. I hope he puts the hammer down on them and sends their ass off for a long time. And at least they went into foster care, and hey, as long as, but they gained 2 pounds though. They gained 2 pounds, so they're clearly eating. So that's good. That's what's important. Those children are finally receiving some kind of, treatment and care that they deserve, that they need. They're kids. They deserve that. But y'all let me know in the comment section down below on what you think about this situation. Y'all let me know on what other videos, what other story scenarios you want me to react to next. I'm always trying in the comments, so I'll react to whatever is requested of me ASAP. But with all that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. So don't forget to leave this video a like, comment, subscribe. Also, go show love to all the channels. It's going to be in my description box down below. Those same channels are going to be on my featured channels as well. So go show love, man, because it does not cost a single thing to show love. With all that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. So we be blessed, highly favored, and stay protected, because you never know when you could run across some psychos like these outside in the streets. Always watch yourself. But until next time, I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.